Hello. Great to have you, Commissioner Greg Sankey. Have you ever been in a Mini Cooper?
I have not. First time.
Well, here we go. It's going to be fun. Thank you for visiting our campus today. Thank you for speaking to the football team. What word comes to mind when you think about our coach, Coach Will Muschamp?
Intensity. I've known Will, I think, since I've been a part of the Southeastern Conference, back to the early 2000s, and I've seen him at LSU, at Auburn, now at South Carolina. That Outback Bowl win was huge for the conference.
The three-man rush. Peters. Intercepted, rather, by Stephen Montague to seal it for South Carolina.
I told the team thank you.
You did. How many football championships have we won over the past era?
Yeah, from 2006 to now, we have won, I think it's 9 of 12.
Wow.
And we've had 5 different teams play in the national championship game, and 4 of those teams have won. So 4 different teams, which is one of the remarkable statistics.
Remarkable. Our conference brand, if you will, is it just means more.
Right.
And you told me a little while ago that you kind of came up with that. Tell me how that happened.
We walked into a meeting in Nashville with our ad firm, and they had all different slogans. They had asked what sets the SEC apart from other conferences. I said, people tell me, my colleagues tell me that for us, it just means more. They looked at me and said, can we use that? I said, yeah, but you have to understand, it's more than just football, it's more than just athletics. It's the importance of our universities to our states, to our economies, the number of teachers, lawyers, doctors we produce, the social, cultural impact. Not that our athletics and our teams aren't important, but the impact of our universities means more.
And by the way, let me say it's an honor to serve as chair of the of your board of the 14 schools of the presidents.
Well, first, let me congratulate you on 10 years of service in South Carolina. Part of becoming the chair of our presidents and chancellors and the president of our conference is tenure, and you've had a successful run.
How's the SEC network doing?
Very well. In fact, we produced a little bit more revenue than we projected this year, so that's good news coming to your athletics department. With changes in ESPN's delivery, we see more and more people watching on those phones and iPads. We just launched this month in New York City for the first time. So anybody on a regular cable system in New York, you don't need a satellite dish. New York City, Connecticut, Long Island, New Jersey can watch the SEC network. And we're the only college conference that's on every cable distributor, on every new digital platform. So
the only one.
The only one.
Let me tell you, we had President Clinton here. Before he started, he was coming to celebrate Governor Riley, and he looked out at the audience and he spotted one person, and before he really went on to give his speech, he said, Dawn Staley. He said, best college basketball coach of either gender in the United States of America, and went on to say how he and his family adore Dawn. And so it just goes to show you that athletics is the front porch of the university, and gives you such an entree to be better known.
Worldwide.
One of my favorite stories about our impact, I was in Dublin, Ireland last summer. I walked into a pub for lunch, and there was a South Carolina soccer bag on the floor at a table, and 2 young women. And it turns out one of those was one of your alums who was playing professionally in Iceland. She had earned her education degree here. So we had a nice visit.
Fantastic.
Dublin, Ireland, of all places.
I may go find her.
Yeah.
How was the pub?
It was good. I saw U2 3 times this summer.
You're kidding.
Nashville, out on Long Island, and then the most special concert was at the Apollo Theater. So about 1,000 people there. It was like the old days of U2 playing the clubs.
By the way, I think Bono would make a great commencement speaker at USC. What do you think?
I'm with you.
Not only because he's a rock star, but he's engaged in trying to solve some of the world's biggest problems, too. Would you come if we had Bono as our speaker? Great, you'll be invited.
You'll invite me.
You know you'll be invited.
Good books I've read, actually a couple of them. One was Iconic Advantage, which is a marketing and branding book. Mm-hmm. In fact, minis were part of that conversation. And we as a staff have been talking about is the SEC an iconic brand, and what does that mean for how we present ourselves.
And how do you value it, and how do you promote it, and,
yep.
and be fair to all.
And how do you not become complacent And I think that's one of the challenges that will always be there when you have the amount of success we had, is how do you attain higher levels?
Indeed. Well, thank you. Let's go out and have a great season. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Commissioner Sankey.